All right, let's dive into the super fascinating world of search technology. We're going to take a journey from just matching simple words to a place where search engines are actually starting to figure out what we mean. You've totally been there, right? You type something into a search bar and boom, you get the perfect answer. But other times, the results are just weird. They make no sense at all. So, what is going on behind the scenes? Let's unpack the logic that makes all the difference. It really all boils down to this one simple but actually incredibly complex idea, the quest for relevance. How in the world does a computer dig through billions of pages to find the exact few that are perfect for you? For decades, this has been the main puzzle in the world of information retrieval. Deep down, at the very heart of pretty much every search engine, there's a system built to solve this exact problem. And one of the most important, most enduring of these is a classic algorithm we really need to get to know. Okay, so let's meet our main character in this story, an algorithm called BM25. The best way to think about it is like a brilliant but very, very literal keyword detective. It is amazing at finding clues, the exact words you type. But as we're about to see, it can really struggle to understand the bigger picture. So what exactly is this BM25 thing? Well, technically, it's a ranking function, and it's been the backbone of search for a really long time. Its whole job is to give documents a score by looking for the words from your search, and it does this in a surprisingly smart way. See, BM25's logic is way more than just counting words. It's got three main tricks up its sleeve. First, term frequency. Does your search word pop up a lot in a document? Great, that's a really strong signal. Second, it thinks about word rarity. If you search for a rare, specific word, any document that has it gets a huge boost in its score. And finally, it looks at document length, giving a little penalty to super long documents to try and reward stuff that's more focused and to the point. But our keyword detective has a blind spot, a big one. It doesn't actually get synonyms or context or what a human is really trying to ask. It's just matching letters. So if you don't use the exact perfect words, or if your question is a little complicated, it can get completely lost. So let's throw it a real curveball with this query. And notice the typo here, chapati instead of ChatGPT. It's also a pretty complex question, right? It's asking for a comparison. So how does our keyword detective handle this? And the result? Whoa, it has absolutely nothing to do with what we asked. Not even close. Because BM25 doesn't understand the idea of ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini. It just kind of latched onto some words and gave back something totally random. This is a classic, perfect example of keyword failure. This right here is the multi-billion-dollar question. It's what's been driving all the recent innovation in search. If just matching words isn't going to cut it, we obviously need a whole new game plan. We have to teach the machine to understand what we mean, not just what we say. And that brings us to the modern solution, hybrid search. The name really says it all. It's not about firing our old detective, it's about giving it a new partner, one with a completely different set of skills. Think of this new partnership like having two different specialists on a team. On one side, you still have our keyword detective, BM25. It's super fast, really efficient, and it's fantastic for finding exact words or phrases. It understands what you said. But on the other side, you have semantic search. This is powered by AI that basically turns words into coordinates on a huge map of meaning. It's not looking for exact words, it's looking for ideas that are close by on that map. It understands what you meant. So, you've got these two experts. How do you make them work together? Well, the real magic happens when you fuse their approaches. You take that laser-focused precision of keyword search and you combine it with the broad contextual understanding of semantic search. So how do you actually combine their results? One really popular way is called Reciprocal Rank Fusion, or RRF. It's a clever, kind of simple idea. Instead of trying to compare their different scoring systems, it just looks at one thing, the rank. It asks, did both of my detectives rank this clue highly? So if keyword search says the result is #1 and semantic search also puts it right near the top, that agreement sends it flying to the top of the final combined list. All right, moment of truth. Let's run our impossible query one more time, but this time we're going to use our new hybrid search system. And there it is, boom, a dramatically better result. The system understood the concepts. It correctly figured out that chapati was probably ChatGPT, and it realized we wanted a comparison between these AI models. That is the power of combining keywords with meaning. So, this is way more than just some neat tech trick. This evolution from keyword search to hybrid search is fundamentally changing the way we find and interact with information. So, why should you care about this? Well, this technology is the engine running behind the scenes of the AI assistants and chatbots we're all using now. It's also the secret sauce for something called retrieval augmented generation, which is how those chatbots can pull in current, factual information instead of just making stuff up. It makes our everyday searches feel way more natural and intuitive. And maybe most importantly, it lets us search for ideas and concepts, not just a specific string of words.
And that kind of leaves us with a fascinating final thought to chew on. We started in a world that was all about keywords. Now we're in this hybrid world. But as these AI models get even better at understanding all the little nuances of how we talk, are we heading for a future where the whole idea of a keyword just doesn't matter anymore? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.